Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft Zendikar Rising again after two runs in a row with just 2 wins, right? I think we got exactly 2 on both of those. We're gonna try to do a bit better here. I think Valakut Awakening is good, right? It's like a tap land. Well, is it good? It would be for the red-blue deck, if anything, right? Because this is kind of a control-y card where you like have a hand full of stuff you don't want to play, and then you play this and like cycle your whole hand for 3 mana. But in limited, most of the time, you just kind of like have cards you want to play, especially in Zendikar where the lands are not bad. I'm not sure you would actually run this in limited. Let me look that up and see if the draft guide agrees or thinks it's great. Because I don't think it's middling. It's either horrible or great, is my opinion. Awakening. It says it's pretty good. Okay. Fine. What do I know? Just have to. If you have this in your deck, you want to be careful not to like play too many things you don't want, I guess. Like, lands. You want to keep them for when you draw this. Because then when you draw this, it's really, really good. Okay. I mean, Rockslide Sorcerer is fine, but not as good, yeah. Ooh, Journey into Oblivion's a good one. Some solid party removal stuff. I think that's got to be the pick here. Oblivion. Ranked, yeah, 57th. Just a tiny bit better than Valakut Awakening as a first pick, it says. Now, obviously, Journey into Oblivion wants to be in white-blue because white-blue are 2 colors that combine well to give you a large party, whereas white-red tends to just give you, like, a bunch of warriors and a smattering of other stuff. I mean, this is a warrior card. Paired Tactician can be quite good. Deadly Alliance is solid. But I think we want the paired tech, right? Nexus says it's not that good. It says Deadly Alliance is much better. Oh, how's Sajiri Shelter? It's pretty okay. I think I will take the Sajiri Shelter. It says Deadly Alliance is slightly better. But I don't know. Just having a white card already, I think, is enough reason for me to prefer this one. Could go for the Root Grazer. Could just pick up a warrior. What else could I do? The thing is that there's no red cards here, right? And warriors is kind of the white-red theme. So if we're not going to be getting red, taking like the Sellsword over the Root Grazer is kind of crazy. Concerted Defense, I believe, is pretty bad, right? Yes, it is quite bad. It's fine if you have a big party, but you don't tend to have a big party that early. And so by the time you get one, your opponent can often pay for the cost anyway. I think I don't know. It wouldn't be crazy to take a blue card here, because we have Journey into Oblivion that kind of likes party stuff. But I think I'll take the Root Grazer, because this is fine in any white deck. It's just better in blue-white. How good does it think the Root Grazer is anyway? I've forgotten. It's pretty good, right? Yeah, it is pretty good. That still being there in pick 4 is a signal of sorts. Well, another Paired Tactician we could have taken, huh? Well, kind of think it's the Scythe Cat here. You don't really want Song Mad Treachery. Peter Preek Ambusher is a warrior, but it doesn't seem like that deck is that open. I mean, I don't know. I guess we could take the Paired Tactician. Because this deck has one playable red card? I don't know. I think someone else was taking the good red cards. So I'm just going to grab a Scythe Cat and try to steer towards green-white, which is what I appear to be being drawn into. Resolute Strike is meh. It's an okay combat trick, but we're not going to have that many warriors or that much equipment, probably. We could just take the Broken Wings, but you tend to get lots of those offered, and so, like, I might just prefer the Turn Timber Ascetic. I mean, I don't know. There's a fair number of those that go around as well. I don't think this pick matters very much. I mean, we could just take the Sproutling. It's certainly a better card. And it is green. Yeah, okay. I mean, sure. We don't seem to be building a kicker deck, but we might get a kicker card or two. And it's still a 3-mana 3/3, which is fine. What if I took a base camp and tried to still build a party deck even without, like, having the right colors for it? That seems kind of dumb, right? When I could just take, like, Scale the Heights. Or even Saloon Vision if I thought maybe we could wind up in blue. Because neither green nor red has really panned out that well. I feel like there's been a lot of black going around, actually. But it hasn't been black that I've wanted to take, I think. Like, do I just grab a Sky Dancer or something stupid like that? I don't know. I would rather stick with white-green. I'm going to just take Scale the Heights. It's not that great, but who knows. We grab the Felidar in a heartbeat here, trying to get, like, landfall stuff together. Yeah, definitely not in red. Red is being eaten up very quickly by someone else here. And black still seems somewhat playable, but I'd rather not, I guess. There's a kicker card we could take. Right? It might help with the sapling. Where did it go? Yeah, there it is. Sapling could pick this back up. But what if I... Like, is it crazy to consider blue? Probably, right? Yeah, let's just take Might of Marasa. Practice Tactics is not going to be very good. 2-mana 2/3 is nice, I guess. I don't know. It's not a very good card. Let's just sideboard it. The Knife is probably not great. See, I told you it's easy to get Broken Wings. All right, a black-white land. Not interested right now, but someday I might change my mind. I think we take the Root Grazer in a hurry here. Cinderclasm is fine, but obviously we don't want to be in red. Give me another Root Grazer, I think? We're looking for stuff like Jerboa. Like, where the heck is my Jerboa? Or, you know, more Felidars, more Scythe Cats. Ox would be fine. I mean, the Skyclave Cleric is okay. It's a creature that's also a land. But I'm, like, we could use some heavy stuff like a Stomper. Which obviously fits pretty well with this kind of deck. To, be able to pick stuff up and then play the lands again. But this is more, you know, flexible. You can play it earlier. Keeps you alive a bit. I don't know. I think I'm going to take the Stomper. More Saloon Divisions. I think just in Mahiri's Binding, it's not amazing. Alternatively, you could take the Banneret, but I don't think I want to. Maybe I do. No, give me some removal, even though it's kind of crummy removal. Another Stomper or another Scale to Heights? I think Stomper. Yikes. Dauntless Unity is not going to be very good in this deck. Let's just take Jawari Disruption in case somehow we seem to want to run blue. I don't see any reason to take the Angel Heart Protector. I mean, I don't know. I guess making a 6/5 indestructible till end of turn is kind of good. But I don't think it's going to really come up that much. But it's more likely than that I try to run blue, right? Okay. We like the Raptor. I'm looking for more landfall payoffs, though, not more landfall activators. Like, it's not going great. Yeah, there's like some solid blue stuff. Maybe I'm supposed to switch to blue at some point. I'm not sure what is happening out there. Like, am I supposed to be in green-blue, maybe? Should I... But I have all these Root Grazers. I think someone else is taking all the good landfall cards. I also think I have to take the Axe here over Rise to Journey to Oblivion. It's just such a good landfall activator, and we have good landfall payoff, and we have so many ways to trigger landfall. We just need the Axe to hit the table, and we'll be like pretty happy. Another Scythe Cat, sure, great. Rabid Bite should be pretty solid. I'm not gonna run blue for either of these, especially not that one. I mean, Nectar Pot could keep us alive a bit. But I think just having like a 1-mana Death Touch is probably better. Reclaim the Wastes is not bad. I don't have much to deal with flyers, right? I only have 1 Broken Wings and a Raptor, I guess. And a couple of removal spells. Okay, we can take Reclaim the Wastes, I guess, to just make sure we get our mana and have a kickable thing to pick back up. Philodar's okay. I mean, not okay. It's great. It's the card I was looking for. Spare supplies. Slim pickings out here for good cards. I mean, this deck really doesn't have anything outstanding. It has a few removal spells. A few ways to trigger landfall, and like, I think the 3 Root Grazers are the most exciting part of the deck, and I don't know that they're that exciting. So, what do I have in the way of lands here? I just have 1 dual-faced land, I guess. It's this one. So, Sejiri Shelter, you know, I think I would rather play it as a spell most of the time. Obviously, that's true for all of these, you know, dual-face things. You'd rather play them as spells. But actually, that's not even true. Like, lands are insane in landfall decks. So I don't think we're cutting a land to run this. We're cutting like, especially since I have like stompers and stuff. We're cutting a creature or something like that. I don't have that much draw. But well, okay, the Dauntless Survivor kind of sucks. He's just like a 2-mana whatever. And we could maybe cut like spare supplies. 12 non-creatures. That's a lot. Maybe I have too many Might of Marasa, actually. And I could put back a Dauntless Survivor just to like have something to play on too. I could even toss out the spare supplies and put in like a Snarecaster maybe? Or a Lynx? I don't know, the Lynx seems pretty lame. So I don't have that many like flying removal spells. If I run into rogues or something, I'm going to be in trouble. Yeah, maybe spare supplies isn't that important. And just put in a Snarecaster. Okay. Sure, 9 sources of each. This is also a bad deck. I don't hold up much hope for it. Probably there will be a couple games where we run away with landfall triggers. But I would be shocked if we made it to 7. Mio Squirting. Okay. Alright, I mean, double Root Grazer if there's... And Scale the Heights as well. We can ramp so much. We can play 3 lands on turn 3. Which actually should let us play the second Root Grazer, right? Oh my gosh. And then we can... I was thinking, what if I had a Stomper in hand? Wouldn't that be something? No, you wouldn't. Don't kill it. It's just a Root Grazer. Wait. I don't have enough forests to play Scale the Heights and a Root Grazer. Which means I can't actually... Well, I can still play 3 lands. I just can't also play the Root Grazer at the end of all of that. Unless I draw a forest here. Yeah, I was worried they might do that. They might have some way to remove it, but, you know, at least I get to do this. They should have killed it earlier if they didn't want me to get to ramp a land out. Because they had the mana. They could have just killed it when I couldn't tap it. So, I don't know. On the other hand, they got to cancel out my Scale the Heights, which was probably more important. Alright. I don't really mind that. That's fine too, I think. They're investing a lot of resources to get this 2/4 to hit me. Come on, you can't be countering again, right? Or not countering, but like what they did before, they didn't counter. Now, I mean, you know what? Let's just run this out. I don't think I'm in a huge hurry to play the Stomper, and I do want to make sure the Stomper resolves. Subtle Strike again, or... Oh, I forgot. This actually does matter because I can't actually, like, tap it to... If I tap it to bounce a land or whatever, then I won't... It won't untap, so it's okay. Attacking is kind of dumb. I thought they might let it in because I could have a combat trick, but okay, fair enough. All right, well, I mean, gosh, they've been leaving so much mana open. They could easily have a counterspell. They've been playing all this instant stuff. I'm really not prepared to deal with a counterspell, I think. All right, they want... Oh, see? Yeah, they had disruption. I mean, I could play another land here, and I think I will, just in case. And I guess go with this? Are you, like, gonna... Ah, here's what's funny. I can actually dodge the counterspell. If they play the anti-cognition, unless its controller pays 2. Well, joke's on you. I can add mana at instant speed and pay 2. I mean, I think just give the Stomper a counter and attack with it. And I'm going to keep these all in hand. We could easily end up with a Scythe Cat. I'm probably picking up at one of these lands, in fact. That's a surprising attack. I thought they might want to triple block my Stomper, actually. Okay, it's a bit much. I mean, I know there's a lot of lands in the deck. I'm just going to play this one out. I want to, like, have a round. I don't know. Maybe this is silly, but I think having 4 in hand is plenty. Wow. They really want a race. Okay, this is a card we were looking for. I mean, we should use the Root Grazer to play a land now, right? Like, there is some slight argument for not doing it, which is like, what if they have removal that does exactly 4 damage or something? In that case, you want to put the land down in response to them removing, and not let them remove it in response to you putting a land down. But I think that's a very edge casey thing. Like, what would even do that in blue-black, right? Okay, still just 6 cards in the graveyard. They have to chump the Felidar or die, yeah. If they try to block the Trampler, enough damage gets in. They're only stopping 3 by blocking the Trampler, whereas they were stopping 6 by blocking this guy. I guess I could have attacked with the Root Grazer in that case, since I knew they had to block here. Yeah, I missed 2 damage, actually. Okay, well, we got him. One game, 1 win. If trends continue like this base, I'll be at the next Grand Prix. The only player ever to start going undefeated, beginning at this exact date. Do I have, like, any creatures in my deck that give you party for Journey to Oblivion? I do, right? There's the 2-mana warrior, the 1-mana rogue, yeah. I mean, the card would be fine even at, like, 5 mana, although not great. Actually, would it be? I mean, this card costs like 3 mana in Kamigawa, so, and it's even a slightly better version of this card because it's channelable. Okay, an opponent has a green deck with landfall. They could be green-white, but you never know. Like, there's plenty of other green decks that would want to run some stuff like this. Okay, now we need to start trying lands. Because they're all insane. Okay, green-black. Not what I would have guessed. Got to it just in time, sure. Except I didn't actually have another land, so... Oh, found one. This is an aura. I'm not going to use it on any of their creatures because it sucks. Like, because their creatures suck, rather. That one I would happily get rid of. Okay, creatures will have trample. So if I just stop it from being... If I just bind it, then the things would still have trample. But if I journey to Oblivion, then it won't. I'd rather... I don't really care if it's giving their stuff trample. I guess, do I want to save the more powerful spell or the cheaper spell? I think the more powerful spell. I think I have enough land, so... Go away. Could use a Stomper right now. That would be maybe the grossest top deck of all. Ugh. Okay, well, it's a good thing we kept Journey to Oblivion. Although, no, they're going to be making copies of it, aren't they? They have 6 lands. So if I hide one of them, they just make another. Now I'm sort of wishing I'd kept the cheaper removal spell so I could top deck Rabid Bite or something. Scoot Swarm is such a threat. It's not an enchantment. Yeah. Well, this sucks. I guess I can attack with the Felidar at least. They can't put together anything that blocks it. And if they're so careless as to block with one of the 1/1s, I would be thrilled. I mean, I could exile one of them. You know, which cuts their total number of Scoot Swarms in half over the course of some fixed period of time. Ugh, this is so gross. I think I just need to develop another Felidar and put on enough attacking pressure that they like have to chump with Scoot Swarms, but I don't think we're gonna get there. I think this is really bad. Okay, it's a land. Hang on, do I want to move the axe? Costs 3, right? I have 7 mana, so I couldn't move the axe and also use Journey. But you would be a 5/6, which is fine. And you would also be a 5/6. So moving the axe is pretty good to keep these two sort of more in balance with each other. Be able to attack with both of them. And exiling something doesn't seem very useful, so let's just move the axe. Didn't want to cut their swarms in half, I agree. Now, given what's in my hand, oh my god, are you kidding me? I think they might have done better to lose some of the tokens. I don't know. I mean, I guess Reclaim the Wastes would be even worse, right? Be adding another land, which is ruinous. Multiple lands, right? The lands they draw are insane right now. This card kind of sucks. I think we just swing. And, I don't know. Do I blow up a Scoot Swarm here? I don't think so. I don't know. If they draw a land, it's like killing 2 Scoot Swarms, obviously. I'd rather exile their 4/3, honestly, because I'm now doing enough damage that I think we might actually get to the point where they have to start blocking with Scoots. And if they don't hit a land right now, they might not have enough Scoots to block comfortably. Um, I don't really care too much about the pickaxe, I think. I'd rather preserve this for something important. I'm just going to exile that next turn anyway. All right, we're winnowing them down. Just what I said I wouldn't be able to do. The exponential effect has not really kicked off yet. They give up! Ha! Fuck you, Scoots! I thought when they played that Reclaim the Wastes, like that looked like game over, right? They got so many Scoots down, but it only turned out to be like 6 somehow? I feel like it has to be a power of 2. Was it really only 4? I think it was 4, and then they blocked with 1 down to 3, and I thought they would double that to 6, but they didn't do it. Just really unlucky for them that they completely bricked on lands once they got up to the 6-mana Scoot Swarm. And I drew, like, fairly well? I was hitting lands for a while, which is what the deck wanted at that point. Great. But also, like, I drew a pretty aggressive start for this deck, right? I had Felidars quite early. And some early removal to get pressure with those Felidars. Ugh. No planes? Well, okay, this is going to be hard to play, but I can play it eventually. And this, like, you have like 5 turns to draw something for this. I think I'm going to keep it just because it has a Scythe Cat. It's like, I don't know, not a very good play, probably. Probably I would have mulliganed and hit like a 3-land hand with 2 Root Grazers and a Felidar. Would have been amazing, right? What is this? Black. Okay. And more black. Oh, look, and I get more green. Subtle Strike? No. Okay, well, that's good news. Black and white clerics, probably. I could attack and then Rabid Bite, and I think that actually is good. These Core Celebrants are a real threat in the black-white deck. It's a big part of what their deck is doing. Plus, it gives me the ability to actually attack. Oh, this one is a good one, right? Yeah, we don't want to allow that. And honestly, the deck drew beautifully. Like, I didn't get to do anything until 3. I didn't draw anything before that, but I got the 2 planes I needed and everything, and everything's great. The Rabid Bite was also a nice top deck. Okay, that one we will not... Oh, no, really? I didn't realize that worked on... yeah, it does say permanent. A creature or enchantment. Okay, so... Do we just binding this and then play Stomper next turn? I guess so. It still is not good, but it lets me keep getting in damage. Whereas playing the Stomper, I would have to take a turn off. I don't know. Maybe that would have been worth doing. Who can say? Nice. So this, you can tap, sack a creature, draw a card. So you want to sack this. I thought you'd want to sack this one first. Oh, there was already a Core Celebrant in the graveyard. I see. Yeah, so sacking that guy makes sense. I don't think I need to. I might want... I don't know. What am I might want 6 mana next turn if I happen to draw another Stomper, right? So just in case, I'm picking up only one. No, I would have had 6 mana. I'm playing a... Yeah, I could have picked up 2, just like to make sure I have enough here. But we're doing damage, but... Well, actually, I was going to say the Core Celebrants are healing a lot, which is true, but I'm clocking in for like 13 a turn. Yeah, I mean, 2 damage is getting through from the Scythe Cat. You do have to blow up one of your Celebrants to get in. Aggression. Be aggressive. Keep attacking. I don't know. I could have waited to attack with the... But then they would just get more heals out of the Celebrant. I think that would be a very bad idea. I think I just had to trade this for their 7/5 and hope for the best. Wow. That's a card, I guess. Okay, I attack with all. Gets in 4 damage if you block and 8 if you don't. So you have to block. You end up gaining 2 life. So you're at 4 now? Okay, I see. That's going to double up on my Root Grazer or something? Does that work? Oh, you gain more life from that as well, I see. But my 6/5 is still gonna wreck you? I mean, I should kill the 2/1, right? It gives them life here, but they can always get that later. I don't think it's right to decline to kill a card when you could do so for free. Sometimes it is, but not in this case, I think. Now, I'm just curious. If I say I want to be in full control, is it going to offer to let me distribute combat damage? That's something I've never quite... You know, next to damage. No. Because... How do you do that, then? You have to say shift control or something? In this case, I wanted to assign the combat damage in the totally obvious and normal way. But you are allowed to assign it differently, and I don't know how to do that without like going to the settings and changing your gameplay options to turn off auto assign combat damage. I thought there would be some way to temporarily override it. It's probably full control. What? This is the 4/4 that turns into 1/1s? That's not good. They're gonna sack it and make 1/1s probably? To gain life, draw cards? No. Interesting. Because they want to be able to block with it and then still have 1/1s? Maybe? But like the Core Celebrant would give you so much life. I mean, you can still make that play now, but don't you want cards? I don't know, it's a puzzler. Still no creatures, please? I feel like they should sack this thing pretty soon. So they have a bunch of little 1/1s instead of a 4/4, and my Death Toucher can't get much purchase. Okay. It's fairly okay, I think, actually. So if I make this a 7/6... I don't know, I guess they still just double block here. But no, double blocking here doesn't kill it anymore. So to put together 7 damage, they would want to block with these two. Or to put together 6 damage, rather. So this gets in for 2. They gain life after that, of course, but... Wait, what? Did I forget what that creature does? Where did it go? Oh, when it becomes the target of a spell. Not when it dies in some other way. Huh. Okay, that's not so bad. I thought that thing was going to spit out 4 1/1s. This is horrible. Still a lot of deck. Very funny. We're going to start picking up lands in a bit, I think. Okay, this is kind of a card I was looking for. I feel like I've been like badly... Like I've drawn so many lands, right, compared to opponent? They've drawn a total of 9. I have 11? I guess it's not so bad. Look at my hand, it's gigantic. Okay, this is the kind of card we were looking for. Here's hoping they don't have removal for it. Pretty soon it will be big enough to actually attack into this. Right, it needs at least 6 toughness, which we can do next turn. I could maybe wait for a bit more in case they have a trick. Okay, well, so much for attacking into that. Good lord. Okay, that's pretty bad. They could even play the Colossus now if they wanted, right? Yeah. Sure, it resolves. Any other clerics in here? Another core celebrant. That's their second blood beckoning as well, isn't it? Maybe getting confused with the last guy? Or did they somehow manage to bring blood beckoning back and play the same one twice? I don't think so. I must be getting them confused. I mean, they obviously have so much life gain. What a piece of junk. Oop, clicked outside the window. I don't think there's any reason to play this guy. I'm just gonna hang on to him. Just to, like, bluff that he might be something more important somehow. Oh my god! Alright, that's the end, right? Unless I can kill that very fast, they can just relic file me to death. And I think I used Journey into Oblivion and Binding. Well, Binding doesn't matter. But Rabid Bite. I don't think there's any removal left. And attacking with this is obviously futile. Yeah. First time every turn, yeah, so they can use it on my turn as well. I mean, the problem is a 9/10 doesn't do anything. It doesn't even like threaten to trade with any of their stuff. Because if I attack, they'll just block with a 1/1 and then sack the 1/1, which they were planning to do anyway. And they have an unlimited source of those 1/1s. Yeah. Okay, whatever. I quit. I mean, I told you a while ago this was going to happen, but I was just sort of sticking around, like, but there's nothing I can draw. Even if I remove the attended healer, it's still, like, very over. With the 2 relic files drawing a bunch of cards and the 2 core celebrants gaining a bunch of life. Decent hand. Nothing amazing, but I have a 3-drop and some removal. Okay, wish I had a bit of a faster hand now. This is a deck that does not give you a lot of time. Well, it wasn't. At least it wasn't a forest into a brushfire elemental, right? But it's still a shitload of damage. It's actually a pretty nice instant to have. But I gotta get on the board very soon. Obviously, I'm doing that. I'm playing the Raptor. But by the time I play the Raptor and then use Rabid Bite, I'll have taken 8 more damage from this thing, at least. More if they have, you know, Cleansing Wildfire or something. Hey, that's my card. I have that too. Mm-hmm. Topped even. Yikes. Decline. Okay. Scale of the Heights is actually really good right now. Because now I can still Rabid Bite and actually kill the 4/3. And then if they don't have a land, I might live through this thing. Attacking. If they play a land and then attack, I'm going to have to let in the 4. I don't think I can just chump away a 3/3 against their... Well, it would just be a 4/3. It wouldn't be chumping. But I really want to wait until I can play like a 6/5. No. I will block. If they just play a land and attack, I'm blocking. I have 6/5s coming. Whoa! The fact that they had to play that as a land is actually really interesting. Because they could just sack it. They could have played it as a spell to do 4 to me. This means they have no more burn. So I'm thrilled to block here. I'm also really thrilled to draw a land. Because I didn't have a way to get this guy down yet. No. And I know, like, my 6/5 is trading for their 3/2 after they equip. But, like, fine. I don't even mind. You know, I could let it in, I guess. That's bad. Don't do that. Okay, so now we run this out and Sajiri Shelter to trade with them. I just choose to gain protection from white. And that lets me get a little foothold. Oh, or maybe from red? 2 target creatures, X is 3. Well, I won't allow it. It does mean it's going to lose... Oh no, they're not going to be able to attack with this. Red. Well, I mean, they can attack, but it trades. I thought they would want to wait till they had... I guess it still trades even if they equip the blade. That's fair. Okay, and we're on the upswing here. Submit 0. Actually, could I possibly draw something that I don't know. This, I might have a Felidar next turn or something. Give me one of these. Or no, 2, and I can... No, it doesn't matter. Just 1. I can either take 2 and play one of them now, or take 1 and play none of them now. I don't see any reason to play it. Just in case we hit like a Felidar or something. I want to start going on that sooner rather than later. Okay, that's only a 2/3. That, oh my god, it's a Relic Axe. All right. So send that straight to hell, I think. And it's a reason to want 7 mana. Oh well. I was considering that possibility that like maybe. Oh hang on, no, I can actually. This is a warrior, so I can play it all after all. Broken Wings is not bad. Oh, they were so close to killing me. And they still might. But I'm hopeful they will not. Yeah, this... Kazul's Fury... I don't know about playing that as a land. It probably was right. Because they didn't really have a lot of other ways to get damage out of this Hellhound. I don't know, though. Like, wait till you draw 1 more land and then play it. It still just trades with my bird, though. And then you don't have anything to sack with this, so they're probably right. Well, lucky me. And it turns out they didn't draw any more lands. Or maybe these are lands and they just weren't playing them. That makes sense. Anyway. Got out of that one. You know, by the skin of my teeth. That's a thing you say, even though like teeth don't really have skin; they have enamel. There's other idioms like that, right? But I can't think of them at the moment. Yeah, kind of a classic story of aggro versus control. We just barely stabilized in time. This is tough, but I think we keep it. I have a 2-drop, which is better than this deck often does, and I just have to draw lands, which we have plenty of. I said we have plenty of? See, I told you we had plenty of them. What's more important, to get in 2 damage or develop the 1/4? I think I'd rather have the 2 damage, right? I don't think this matters that... Well, I don't know. They could have flashed in a rogue, and I would have been a little embarrassed to not have this on the field. I like this creature quite a lot against blue-black. I said some bad things about it during the drafting, but against blue-black, like that's the deck I want it for. No anti-cognition even. Okay, that's good news. Fine. Do whatever you want with that crummy 2-1. What a piece of garbage. I mean, I don't know. There could be some subtle strike trick at some point, so I think I'll just shoot it. Actually, I can't just shoot it. If they have subtle strike, they can respond by shrinking my thing and buffing theirs so that it doesn't kill. I need something that has at least 3 power to guarantee that works. Alright, that's 4 more damage for you. Land? Oh, pretty good still. Yeah, because I don't want that thing... I don't want to just attack and trade for that. I want to kill it. I think we just, like, bind it. It feels pretty weak to do that with a 2-1, but we're so close to killing them. This is like the grossest, as in not good, that this play has ever been. Is like spend 4 mana to deal 1 damage to a 2-1? Really? I feel like I'd rather do anything else. Maybe develop a 3/3 so I have a better rabid bite target. Yeah, let's just do this and not attack for a turn. I don't have anything with kicker in the graveyard, right? And I won't anytime soon. Yeah, just checking. Okay. So no point kicking that. Okay. I mean, you know, we're not in a dominant position here. We're still ahead, I think. But they're the control deck, and this game could go like the last one. Okay, they still haven't drawn a counterspell. That's great news. Got it. All right, swing for 4. What's the plan? Just gonna chump a 2-1. Makes sense, I think. Ooh, trade a 2-1. That's better. But I still have the axe and a 2/2 flyer, so we're in okay shape. Good. A land is what I was looking for. I could just play the land and exile that, but I want to get the axe on first. Oh my god. It's actually happening. Alright. hate this. Alright, I need you to go away, please. Actually, oh, you know, I probably should have played this. I was thinking, yeah, of course I should. I was thinking I want to, like, play this and then next turn equip it and then play the forest. But if I play this and then I draw another land, I can do that, like, on the next turn instead of the turn after. But I guess I don't care about doing that so much. Because I can't attack? Oh my god. Well, a 3/7 is still a pretty good attacker. So I think I can just wait on this. It means if I draw something costing 4, I won't be able to play it, but I don't have many of those. I want to make sure I have this ammunition in hand. You know, I was thinking, what else might I top deck? It might be a Marasa Rootgrazer. And I was like, that's actually kind of bad, it turns out, because now I can't play this because I only have one forest. But, oh no, I can do this. That works. That's how the universe works. Well, that's 7 damage. If you want a triple block, you can. Oh my gosh, I'm only going to kill one of them? You're so good at this game. I didn't know they had this in hand, right? I didn't miss that? Kill the flyer, I guess? Yeah, that seems right. Oh, they didn't kick it. Interesting. What are they planning? Or they just want to have mana available for something? I'm not blocking this. Are you insane? Yeah, we're in danger here, actually. Windrobber, alright. I love a big trampler. I think I love a vigilant 4/5, right? You chump the duelist, I think? I don't see any other play. Well, I don't know what's in their hand, I guess. That one. Oh, is it? Do you have enough? I have, of course. You can sack it to draw a card. Yes, you're right. It was a flyer, though, which is kind of important. I mean, this can do 6 trample damage next turn, which is actually lethal if they don't do anything. Okay, we love more Scythe Cats, I guess. That's enough to live, I think. If you lose everything. Yeah, you're taking 6 damage. You have 5 toughness and 2 life, so you're at 1, and your board is dead. Or no, maybe you can do a bit better by blocking. You know, throwing a 1/1 at this 2/3 would do a bit better, I guess. They're not going to do that, though. Okay. Okay, now they are. You still have to lose the 1/1. No creatures live. Who is this asking about? It's asking about you. Okay, this creature lives, yes. And this creature dies, but you take 1. Sure. This creature also lives. It's asking how to assign damage. I think that order seems fine. The most likely trick would be they give me -2, -1, in which case I'd rather kill this than... Or -2, -0. Rather kill this than this, so yeah, I accept. Okay. So I don't... I love how often in Magic it seems like, I don't know, the early damage you do matters. I was doing a lot of damage early, don't get me wrong. It's not like, 1 damage really mattered at the beginning. But it did, right? I don't know. They were put in a much more awkward position because they were at 2, like, the whole game. They couldn't make any good trades because I had gotten in enough early damage. Those plays, like, you know, when I where did it go? He died a while later, I guess. At some point, I played one of these warriors. Oh, right. They milled me a bazillion. That's why it's so far. Yeah. I played this warrior as a 2/2 and then just, like, delayed developing the rest of my board to start swinging with it as a 4/4. And, you know, every one of those 4 damage attacks was really useful. Right. Your life is a resource, so of course you should use it when that's the best thing you can do, but it isn't a free resource. You do have to weigh the costs that having a reduced life total will impose on you tactically later on. Osumi. Oh, what a great hand. Holy cow. I mean, we still could lose. This deck doesn't have any insta-win hands, but this is great. I've got a 1, a 2, a 3 that ramps. I've got, like, my killer 4-drop. And they've got a Ruin Crab. Alright, I mean, sure. If it's going to be that kind of game, it's going to be that kind of game, I guess. It's a good thing my hand is insane, because I don't know what I would do otherwise. Why are you mousing over your own Ruin Crab? It's just weird. Okay, pretty happy to draw another land. Put a counter on my 2/3, please. It's a good draw. I thought somehow I would be able to do more with it, that's all. If I'd drawn another land, I could tap this guy to play a land again, but there wouldn't be anything in my hand to play in that case, so... I don't know. I don't really want to trade my 1/1 for their 2/1, I think. Yeah, I do. Because it just means this guy's going to be getting in more damage as the game goes on, so... Alright. Well, we'll see how it goes. Do I pick a land back up? I think I do, right? No, because I can't then play the Felidar and then a land. Or at any rate, not the land I picked up. Ooh. That's a scary one. I think we might be losing this. They just have too much defense. Okay. Well, there's a few things we could do. We could play the flyer. Or we could, like, pick a land back up, play this guy, and then play the land again. And start trying to accumulate some trample damage. Or we could just play this, and then pick a land up and play it again. Of course, that makes more sense. Because this is a better creature than this one is. They both have the same amount of power, so I guess in principle maybe Trample is better at getting damage in, but this is easier to fit into a play later on. Okay, it's a 4-mana 4/3 flyer, huh? I still don't have any good attacks, but that's going to change fairly soon. Problem is, my deck is not going to last that long. Well, if they don't have that much draw, they're going to run out of lands to play. But a deck like this should be running draw to make sure it can keep playing lands, so I don't know. We'll see. Sure. I don't imagine they're attacking with the Riptide here. A little surprised they're even attacking with that. Ooh, Pickaxe on the Trampler is really nice, right? I can play so many lands right now. You will not believe how many lands I am playing. These guys attacking with them doesn't matter, so... Wait, do I have... I've already... Ah! Oops, I thought I was canceling the ability, not declining to put something down. But it does say you may. Okay, whoops. Alright, well, I'll do this one. So I lost the ability to pick a land up on their turn, sadly. It has Trample. But okay, sure. And obviously, the ability to pick up a land on their turn is very useful. It's very sad that I lost that ability. I was just trying to make sure I had already played a land to make sure I picked the right one of these two to use. I'm shocked they're attacking with a 4/3. Like, aren't I the one about to kill you? Ah, you have another blocker for this. Okay. So... Hang on. Cancel. So in this case, you have to target something first so you can cancel it. Opponent hasn't chosen to let this resolve yet. So what I should do is spend the mana first to kill... I mean, I don't think my deck size is that big an imposition, right? Just kill the flyer? attack with all. Blockers. There you go. So, slight mistake there. I mean, a big mistake, but it didn't cost me that much, really. And, I don't know. I could try to look through the graveyard to reconstruct what happened, but I had an insane starting hand, and I got pretty good draws after that as well. Picking up, the Trampler was the one I got later, right? And this guy to bounce an additional land at exactly the right time, that I could fit him into the curve and wanted to pick up a land and wanted flyers. Just very, very good. And opponent was still close. Like, their deck, anytime you can play a Ruin Crab on turn 1, you're like putting your opponent under a lot of pressure to kill you quickly. And this time I was in a position to actually do it, but you're not always. They did keep the Ruin Crab alive all game, though. They chose not to, they chose to block 2 instead of 3 on the turn they were dying. Very funny. I guess if I don't know. This is fine. I'll draw planes. I have a 1, a 2, and a 3. Or a 4. It's beautiful. You know, I had 1 damage more than I needed, so my kind of mistake was fine. But it would have been better, technically, I think, to Rabid Bite the Ruin Crab. Because it could block for 3. Well, no, the 2/2 could also block for 3 by, like, blocking a non-trample 3-attack creature. So I think, actually, whatever was fine. Hello? You chose to keep this hand. Did you not have a plan for what to do on turn 1? Oh, they didn't. I see. They were mulliganing down to 6 and I missed it somehow. Oh, I told you I'm a genius. It's another Ruin Crab. This hand looks eerily similar. Except for this being Broken Wings instead of Scale the Heights. Oh my lord. Okay. Nice. This game is going to be very short. One way or another. And probably not in a good way. Like, this thing doesn't do anything. The Ruin Crabs are so, like, why are they 0/3s? It's such a strong effect. You would think they would make it like a 0/1, 0/2? At only 1 mana, right? Oh my god, this thing's already a 5/3. Get the hell out of here. Ugh. Where's the resign button, man? Well, the good news is I don't really have to worry about my life total because that's not how I'm going to die. I don't know. I mean, I might if they start missing lands. But obviously right there to tap this guy to get the land played on my turn so I could play the 4-drop instead of playing nothing. Okay, no lands. This is using up my white mana for the turn. So I wouldn't be able to use Sajiri Shelter if I wanted to. I think that's fine. It is kind of cute, though, to... Yeah, I'm going to have enough creatures back that Sajiri Shelter could actually kill the rogue without losing anything. But I think we can wait one more turn on that. I just need to pile in as much damage as I can. Okay. The Death Toucher, huh? I mean, they get to kill the Death Toucher for free, and that really sucks. But at the end of the day, it's just doing 1 damage. It's not really blocking against any meaningful creatures, so I guess you can have it. I could have used Sajiri Shelter is why I was thinking about it, right? I decided they could have it because while I could stop it, it wouldn't really have been a good investment of my resources, I think. The Death Toucher just doesn't matter that much. I mean, next time they play a land, I die, right? No, I have a little bit longer. But not very. Yeah, I mean, I guess this one's over, but it's short enough that I'll stick around to see it through to the end. They might just never draw a land. And then I have a pretty good Felidar engine, I guess. Although I don't think it's enough to deal with their board quickly. In the long run, I think I could do it, but... Putting a counter on one of my 2/3s doesn't really do anything, so I guess I just put another on the Felidar. And I think I attack with it now, right? Like, they can come up with some blocks, but with Sajiri Shelter, I should be able to do something good. Okay, they're just going to chump. Okay, I have like 2 turns or till they draw a land, whichever comes first. And clearly I can't make it 2 turn. Like I can't win in 2 turns. I just have too many creatures. You could block with a Ruin Crab now. You don't need 2 of them anymore. Yep. Makes sense to me. I mean, there's no card in my deck, right? I'm not going to let him mill me. Take that. I could have sheltered. You think you killed me? Ha! You can't kill me. I'm the gingerbread man. Alright, am I at 5 wins, I think? It's not just 4, is it? It's 5? Yeah, 5 wins. I'm telling you, this is not a good deck. Not enough removal. Not enough synergy. We did okay on the landfall triggers. But I guess it's a bit more aggressive than I realized it is. We got a few good ones with the axe. I'm really glad I picked that over second Journey to Oblivion. I think Journey to Oblivion is a pretty good card, but actually... Yeah, it says Skyclave Pickaxe is substantially worse than Journey to Oblivion as a first pick. But in this deck, what I really needed was Skyclave Pickaxe. This is fine. Nothing incredible, but I have a 1-drop and then some stuff to do after that. I think it's probably wrong to play Scale the Heights right now. I want to get counters on my Felidars, right? Did I cut all the Might of Marasas from my deck, by the way? I don't remember doing that. But I'm pretty sure I haven't drawn a single one. I thought I left one in. And it's like my only... Oh. Okay. It's like my only kicker card. So... Or, no, there's like another one in there somewhere, isn't there? So the kicker dude is, you know... He's just a 3-mana 3/3. Which has been fine so far. I'm going to look at the deck. Does it have a Might of Marasa still? I swear to you we haven't drawn it. It's right here, though. Anything else with kickers? Oh, Reclaim the Wastes. We haven't drawn that yet either, right? Maybe we did once. I think we did once, but that's it. So I have 2 kicker cards. I'm not complaining. It's not like a huge problem that I haven't gotten the kicker guy to be kicked. It's just a little surprising is all. We played 8 games so far and not seen the Might of Marasa once, I believe. Of course, last game, I'm sure we saw it. It was probably in the graveyard somewhere, but there it is. Might of Marasa. See? This is also a fine hand. I can play the Scythe Cat. And then Scale the Heights after that. Hopefully they don't kill it. Ooh, even better. Well... I mean, we play the Scythe Cat, I guess. But we're under a lot of pressure. I can attack here almost for free. Like, if they have, you know, Resolute Strike, or I think Practice Tactics also only costs 1, they could engineer a trade here, but they'd be 2 for 1ing themselves. I don't think they want to do that, and I don't mind if they do. At least their party's not doing much. So, no blocks, right? I don't want to trade this cat because it's about to get gross. Okay, Reclaim the Wastes is interesting. I could play it not for kicker to make sure I can actually play the land this turn. I could just scale the heights, put a counter here. Actually, I probably want the counter here, right? Make this guy a 5, no, a 6/4. Okay. I said 6/4. Obviously, it would be 6/5. I don't think I'm playing this. I want Maida Marasa open. This makes it a 5/6, which is pretty good. No abilities. Go to blockers. +3, +2. Okay, so it's still dying. And even if I put another counter on it, I can't keep my thing alive. So I shouldn't just put this onto the field, right? Well, I guess I might as well. Doesn't help, though. I'll just pass the damage here. Two stompers, that's something. I think that ought to seal the deal, probably. Or, I mean, I don't know. Puts me ahead anyway. With them only on 4 mana. Okay, if they can give stuff double strike, that's going to be scary. These guys with double strike? Are you kidding me? That's really good. I still attack with everything, I'm fairly sure. Planning to play another one of these guys. I just want to get in for a bunch of damage if possible. Some equipment is going to be tough. If they put any on the bug catcher, oh wow, nothing. So what is this all about? Is there some flash equipment? Let me look that up real quick. In ZNR Rising, type equipment flash. There's not. Or it's type artifact. Type artifact, of course. No. So they can't equip something here. They're getting in for what? 5? 6? A bit more. Like, they don't have a combat trick that's going to do 8 damage. I just don't. Yeah, no blocks. You can get in a little damage if you want. Okay, so they're all getting +2. So that's 8 and 6. Oh, fuck you. Oh my god. Oops. I didn't think there was going to be a... an 8 damage combat trick, but there sure is. I just wanted to keep all my creatures alive so I could kill them next turn. Alright, you got me. Yeah. It's not even a surprising card for that deck to be running. I just, like, haven't seen it played much. And it wasn't on my mind. I didn't even, like, I don't know. You know. I was just like, 8? There's no way there's a combat trick for 8. But, yeah, there's, like, wide combat tricks. So, yep. Punished there for not knowing the set well enough, I guess. Right, if I knew the set well enough, I would know that Dauntless Unity is something that, you know, white aggressive, especially white-red, decks will have sometimes. And I would have seen, oh, you know, I'm exactly in a position where that would kill me. And, like, I didn't really need my 2/3 for much of anything. So I could have just thrown it away to block, you know, as it happens, 6 damage. And I still would have had 12 trample on the board with opponent at 8 and having no creatures. So, and 2 cards. They might. No, they couldn't have both played a card to kill my 2/3 and also played 2 creatures, right? Because they only had 2 cards in hand. So yeah, I think that was just a clear blunder. There's almost no punish for me blocking there, and it turns out there is a punish for not blocking. So all right, you got me. Anyway, the deck did way better than expected. Right, I told you I'd be shocked if we hit 7 wins. There you go. The deck is just not 7 wins capable. Couldn't be done. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.